Stop an argument in the local harbor lounge. I just show my ID card or sign my surname at the bottom of the delivery receipt. The room goes instantly quiet, 'cause they know what that name stands for. 40 years of absolute control, unbroken rules, and hidden so many yards. The authority was built into my birth certificate long before I earned it. Power comes with a name, a heavy title that opens every door. It buys the loyalty of the dark and the silence of the city hall. A terrifying gift left by the lineage of the patriarchs, a golden shield that protects your custom silk coat, but also fixes a permanent target right on your spine. Federal agents down at the courthouse have a special file just for my initials. They watch my car, they tap my phone lines, they track my weekly meetings. They aren't investigating a man, they're trying to tear down a historical brand. But I keep the collars clean and the operations perfectly white through dummy bands. Real power don't look messy. It operates like a silent corporation in the dark. Cash and wave their cheap weapon. The real owners of this town stay invisible behind the name. Power comes with a name, a heavy title that opens every door. It buys the loyalty of the dark and the silence of the city hall. A terrifying gift left by the lineage of the patriarchs, a golden shield that protects your custom silk coat, but also fixes a permanent target right on your spine. the cheap movies or the street corners. I learned it by pouring espresso for the old dons who ran the East Coast in '89. Men who didn't need to shout to crush a union strike or settle a border war. They sat in the deep leather chairs, smoke circling thick around their gray hair, teaching a young boy how real power operates from the absolute silence. Oh, I was raised under great men, the titans of the old school. They taught me how to read the fear behind a competitive captain's smile, how to trace the cash through the shadow networks without leaving a paper trail. A heavy, expensive education that forged my mind into an iron wall, preparing the air to rule a quiet concrete empire. Now those old legends are mostly sleeping beneath the marble stone yards downtown, but their wisdom is locked tight inside my skull, got in every single check I signed. The young soldiers today think the business is about fast cars and flashy neon flash, but I know it's a game of chess played by men who know how to keep their mouths shut. I am continuation of their discipline, the product of their code. Honor the hierarchy, respect the old bloodline vows. That's how you outlive the federal crackdowns and hold the city tight. Oh, I was raised under great men, the titans of the old school. They taught me how to read the fear behind a competitive captain's smile, how to trace the cash through the shadow networks without leaving a paper trail. A heavy, expensive education that forged my mind into an iron wall, preparing the air to rule a quiet concrete empire. The old dawn, yeah, the discipline remains. veteran soldier down in no commercial district who need a cut. Fairly cousins up at the estate who expect the lifestyle to never change. If I make one bad move at the union negotiation table on a rainy Tuesday, the whole domino line will fall and the family will face the grand jury. The pressure don't look louder, just as heavy on my baritone chest. The family counts on me. I am the built-in pillar of the house, the first son trained to carry the weight of 3 separate generations. No time for a personal breakdown, no room for an ordinary vibe. You gotta be the iron wall that keeps the federal wolves at bay, ruling the underworld with an absolute cold calculation.
I sit at the corner of the commission table during the weekly sit-downs, not saying a word, just watching the old guards argue over the gambling lines. They think I'm just a quiet boy with a fine college degree and a clean coat. They don't see that I'm mapping every single crack in their old organization, learning exactly where the infrastructure needs to be trimmed when the time comes. Oh, the future says quietly, biding its time in the shadows. No need to make a scene, no need to flash the young iron in public. You just study the chessboard, learn the weaknesses of the enemy, and prepare to take the master key without a single drop of waste. The quietest mind in the room always ends up holding the throne. My father looks at me from the center seat and he gives me that sharp nod. He knows the succession is secure, that the bloodline don't lose its iron teeth. The old keepos are growing leery, they can feel the temperature dropping in the room. Every single time my baritone voice delivers a clean, calculated response, the new air is creeping in like the midnight fall, silent but permanent. I'll talk for a few more seasons. The crown is already moving towards my head. The future sits quietly, biding its time in the shadows. No need to make a scene, no need to flash the young iron in public. You just study the chessboard, learn the weaknesses of the enemy, and prepare to take the master key without a single drop of waste. The quietest mind in a room always ends up holding the throne.
Called me to his private bedside at the family stage as the dawn broke red. His breathing was a slow dragging rasp, his legendary Henny almost gone. He handed me his original leather notebook and the master keys to the vault. Looked me right in my deep arrow chest and gave me the final piece of strategy that kept him alive through 40 years of underworld wars and Pharaoh wiretaps. These are the lessons, the last lesson of the patriarch. How to hold up to control when the whole valley gets dark. Trust no associate fully. Keep your back to the solid brick wall, and never let an ordinary emotion make your judgment soft or thick. The final decree the new era. The old lion closed his unblinking black eyes as the sun finally hit the floorboard. No tears dropped from her face, just a quiet nod of respect as I took the ring. The transition is 100% complete now, and the office is officially open under my name. I will run this quiet concrete empire with the exact same ruthless calculation, protecting the bloodline lineage until the final concrete dust settles down legacy is claimed. The quiet king has taken the wheel permanently. These are the lessons, the last lesson of the patriarch. How to hold ultimate control when the whole valley gets dark. Trust no associate fully. Keep your back to the solid brick wall, and never let an ordinary emotion make your judgment soft or thick. The final decree passed from the old king to the new heir. The last lesson, the ledger is mine, yeah. Taking the throne, Joe Cocker style, yeah.
They tried to cross our family out from the commercial district record last year. The feds came with their grand crackdown, and the competitive gangs tried to strike, but they forgot that a dynasty don't die just because the old dawn gets tired. I stepped right into the front of the pack, adjusted my diamond pinky ring, and reminded the whole town that the name continues through my own iron chest. The name continues through me. The bloodline stays unbroken, the custodian of the shadow, new guardian of the old rules. You can't confiscate a legacy that is tattooed in the marrow of the bone. We own the infrastructure of this city, and we are drafting the tomorrow from the dark lounge. I walk past the old portraits in the hallway of the family estate. I could feel the painted black eye of the patriarchs checking my custom code. No shame in my posture, no hesitation behind my flag. Calm gaze, I am executing the family's century plan with absolute precision, ensuring that our sun remains the heaviest gravity this concrete ever saw. a temporary street fame. I am here to protect a century of permanent power. The name continues through me. The bloodline stays unbroken. The custodian of the shadow, the new guardian of the old rules. You can't confiscate a legacy that is stabbed in the marrow of the bone. We own the infrastructure of this city, and we are driving the tomorrow from the dark line.
Yo, cowboy, clear the hallway when I walk into the private clubhouse tonight. They didn't give me the usual casual nods. Or their patronizing smiles. They stood up straight and they kept their hats in their hands. They see the transition happening right before their greedy eyes. The old lion is stepping back, and the next patriarch has entered the office. I am the next patriarch, the new center of gravity in this town, tasked with holding the 5 families together with an iron grip. No more hiding in the shadows of my father's legendary reputation. The final verdicts belong to my desk now, absolute and unyielding, ruling the concrete empire through the cold winter rain. I sat down at the large mahogany table and poured 2 fingers of top shelf rye. I looked at the map of the commercial union spread out before me. My father built this empire with nothing but a short gun and an unbroken word, and I will maintain it with the clean logic of a modern corporate structure. The methods are changing, my friends, but the cold authority remains the same. They think a young leader will be soft enough to compromise the boundaries. They will learn real fast that my heart is made of the exact same stone. I am the next patriarch, the new center of gravity in this town, tasked with holding the 5 families together with an iron grip. No more hiding in the shadows of my father's legendary reputation. The final verdicts belong to my desk now, absolute and unyielding, ruling the concrete empire through the cold winter rain. Taking the wheel, taking the wheel. The next patriarch is here. Yeah, no compromises.
You can't bargain with the DNA that runs inside your chest. My grandfather's ruthlessness and my father's heavy strategy are wired directly into the way I blink and the way I hold my jaw. This isn't a career path you apply for with a clean piece of paper. It's the absolute responsibility of blood coming into your life. The responsibility of blood that locks your hands to the wheel. No time to ask if you're happy, no room to check your own pulse. You just absorb the heavy weight of the family surname and ensure the concrete infrastructure don't slide away while the rest of the city is sleeping under the neon light. My younger brothers can't step out of the circle and make ordinary mistakes, but the firstborn son is bound to the ledger by an ironclad oath. I sit in the private boardroom at 2 a.m. looking at the doc's report, knowing that my lineage expects nothing less than absolute perfection. We are the architects of the shadow, and the bloodline don't forgive a weakling. Shout their name on the dirty corners. My authority is quiet, it's written in the marrow of my bones. The
It locks your hands to the wheel. No time to ask if you're happy. No room to check your own pulse. You just absorb the heavy weight of the family surname and ensure the concrete infrastructure don't slide away while the rest of the city is sleeping under the neon light.
But I look at the old ledger books from the winter of '84, and I found my own name written in my father's tight handwriting, right next to the deeds of the commercial ship and harbor. I was only 10 years old, just playing with toy cars on the estate lawn. But my entire adult life had already been drafted by the commission. Oh, life already written before I even learned how to shade. The chapters were sealed with black ink and the smoke of old cigars. You don't get to choose your own storms when you're born inside the fortress. You just accept the predetermined script, put the gold ring on, and execute the family legacy with a stone cold composure. Sometimes I sit at the end of the bar, watching the rain hit the window blinds. A regular stranger next to me talks about his new business plans and his freedom. I listen to his ordinary voice and I feel like a man from another century. My calendar belongs to the syndicate, my phone is monitored by the feds, and my tomorrow is locked tight inside a safe embedded in a brick wall. Free will is a luxury for men who don't carry a dynasty. My path was carved in stone long before I drew my first breath. Oh, life already written before I even learned how to shade. The chapters were sealed with black ink and the smoke of old cigars. You don't get to choose your own storms when you're born inside the fortress. You just accept the predetermined script, put the gold ring on, and execute the family legacy with a stone cold composure. for men who don't carry a dynasty. My path was carved in stone long before I drew my first breath. Oh, a life already written before I even learned how to shave. The chapters were sealed with black ink and the smoke of old cigars. You don't get to choose your own storms when you're born inside the fortress. You just accept the predetermined script, put the gold ring on, and execute the family legacy with a stone cold composure. The legal deeds to the shipping warehouses were shifted to my private name last month, and the keys to the secret safe deposits are officially in my custom trousers. It's a massive inheritance of authority, a clean transfer of organized gravity. My father spent 40 years building on with blood and iron trust, and now the foundation belongs to my own hands alone. An inheritance of authority, sealed behind the closed old door. The chessboard has a younger master now, but the rules don't change any. No public announcement, no flashy street news, just a quiet shift of power in the middle of the winter night, keeping the syndicate wide and the hierarchy perfectly tight. They're confetti little fires down, and now watch a man lose it. The competitive families down in Brooklyn are watching my move sleep. They think a new leader means the borders will be soft enough to push through. They don't understand that I was trained by the same monster who broke the strikes in '82. I will look them right in their greedy faces and give them nothing but silence. The sacred code of omerta don't lose its teeth just because the clock ticks fast. Be a state on the hill. The new king is awake, and the concrete empire is secure. An inheritance of
authority. Sealed behind the closed oak door. The chessboard has a younger master now, but the rules don't change in the end. No public announcement, no flashy street news, just a quiet shift of power in the middle of the winter night, keeping the syndicate white and